aka people of Detroit. We wanna put people on. You know what I'm saying? We wanna get the world to know more about Detroit.
Well, what makes us different at the Pod is that we want to have real stories by real people and it displaying real triumphs. At the end of the day, in Detroit, one thing we know how to do is hustle harder.
Yo, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And y'all in here rocking with The Pod, aka
the people of Detroit.
Yes, and
indeed.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we got a very special guest in the building. He is a legend out the D. He has made dozens and dozens of hits for all your favorite artists, not just your hometown artists, like international, worldwide. He going crazy. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce to the homie, RJ Lamont in the building. I appreciate you, bro.
What's the deal?
Hello, sure. Brother. Hello.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah, yes, for sure, man. We thank you for giving us your time and your energy, bro, because I know you busy. You know what I'm saying?
Going crazy.
Got your daughter, and, I know you be on the move and everything. Mm-hmm. So, but us at People of Detroit, we like to start off asking our guests, like, man, what hood made RJ Lamont? What hood made you?
Oh shit. That's funny. I'm from Meringue.
Yeah, East.
Yeah,
I know you
I'm
East.
I'm from Casual Meringue. I went to Denby and Finney. Well, it's called East English Village now.
Okay.
Denby. But I'm straight from the East Side.
Okay, nice. Did you know a Mr. Ayler at one of them schools?
I think I did.
At Denby?
I think I did.
Mm-hmm. That was my uncle.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I know you went to Finney, but I didn't know you went to Denby too.
Yeah, how you know I went to Finney?
Hey, the people of Detroit.
We do our homework.
We do our homework on our guests. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say at Denby, one of my teachers was Imani Bates. Either his auntie or his mom, one of them two, the basketball player.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I recently came across. I seen her recently because she got another son, or nephew. I can't remember, but they rap and I do his music, and they was telling me how their son was Imani Bates. And I seen him on Sports Illustrated.
That's
I was say I forgot exactly what he. I remember that name though for sure. Imani Banks, I remember that name, but you know what I'm saying, and with you doing what you do now, like early on growing up, bro, was it anything else that RJ Lamont, aspired to be growing up besides a music producer?
Well, my original goal was to be like a guidance counselor, like a counselor, counselor in school.
Nice. Okay.
I wanted to be a counselor. I didn't want to be a teacher, but I wanted to get some money. So I knew so I wanted to be like a counselor.
Yeah, that ain't a bad job. You know what I'm saying? You still helping people, just like how you do now with your beats and your music. You help people, so you was still in that same lane to help people out. You know what I'm saying? That's dope because a lot of people probably don't even know that you wanted to be that before you became a producer.
But that's what messed it up because my standards were set too low of what I wanted to do. So by the time I started doing what I wanted to do, within like the first year, I had already accomplished all my goals, like in life.
Yeah. So, because I know you started real early getting into the music thing. I wouldn't say you were about 12 or 13, and your cousin, which is Tone, by the way.
How you know that?
We call it ghetto journalism at its finest. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Yeah, for sure. And I know he got signed, and you were around him and seeing that music inspiration behind him. Now, like, what were some things growing up, under your big cousin? What did you learn going into music?
He was like one of the first artists to ever get signed from here. So basically, I was kind of like right there with him. So everything that he kind of went through, I kind of seen, and like even like a lot of the people that was around, like a lot of people that's like in position right now, was like his interns. So like
shout out to Tone too.
For sure.
So that's why when I see people, like a lot of people that's like in position of power, it's like, bro, bro, I remember you used to have to go get water for me.
Right.
Like that's
but,
crazy.
I see, with Tony Island, he kept that promise that he made to Granny, right?
Yeah.
And he ended up opening up that restaurant, you know what I'm saying, which is, I don't know if it's still active, but I ain't been there in a while, but I did hear something about it, but I don't know if it was true.
You from the east side?
I'm not. I'm from the west.
Yeah, we west side, but we not east side too.
Yeah. No, it was just crazy how you knew all that stuff. Like, how was you?
Oh no, I mean that's this is our platform, so I want to make sure that I know everything I need.
We want to tell your story
about my guests, and make sure I present you under the right light. You know what I'm saying? No cap ever. You know what I'm saying? So I know you growing up. Like, did you have any regular jobs before this?
Yeah, I used to work at Taco Bell. Yeah, I worked at Taco Bell from it was Taco Bell. I worked at Taco Bell forever. That's how because when I sold my first beat.
Yeah, the Willie J. Peso, right?
Yeah, shout out Willie J. Peso.
I looked at how much he paid for the beat, and I looked at my check and was like,
"Oh, it's a no-brainer."
But even like working at Taco Bell, even how I got started, because I was working at Taco Bell one day, and this dude came through the drive-thru, and he had just a bunch of computers in his back seat. I'm like, bro, why the fuck you got all these computers in your back seat? He was like, I make them and I sell them. I was like, can you sell me one? He told me how much. I got my check one day, went to buy one, started making beats on it.
Dope. Wow, that's dope as hell, dog. And a lot of people that have dreams when they younger, teenage age, it kind of fall out at some point. It's only a small percent of people that stick to their goals when they younger, and actually it comes to fruition.
See it through,
you know what I'm saying? So hats off to you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give your Detroit flowers early.
Yeah, give them to them now. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Got to make sure we do that, bro, because honestly, you damn near created the Detroit sound. And, I mean, you one of the pioneers, because I know it's a few people out here that be like, no, yeah, but RJ get his flowers too, because he has went crazy with over the last, I would say, 10 plus years, you know what I'm saying, just working. Got to the point where, you start working with bigger artists because you knew all the local people, with Sada. You grew up with Sada. You knew him before you even made music.
Yeah,
that's what made that relationship crazy.
It was really crazy because I'm from that Denby area, so that's where I knew PZ, Snoop, John Boy.
Yeah.
But then I went to school in Finney. That's on East Warren, so that's how I knew Sada, Dame, Super Ray, everybody. So it was just everybody anybody from the East Side is either from Meringue or East Warren. So I kind of just knew everybody just from growing up.
Okay, and I know Dame Dot, he kind of was an inspiration to you early on while you were making beats as well, correct?
Yeah, I used to make beats I used to make trash beats. That's how he would put it. I made
there's
trash
some growth
beats.
now, right? Growth and progress.
Right.
He would just take my beats and be like, bro, take all of this out and just leave this one sound. And then I just kind of picked up from there.
Right. Was that song, whatever beat that you playing, was it that song that you made a video for a long time ago called I Go Ham?
See, that's a classic. That's
can't nobody find that on nothing, but guess what? The people of Detroit found it.
Ham. I go ham. I go ham. Goddamn, she got an ass. I wanna wham. Then she let me see her face and I said, damn. But I'm drunk. Yeah, she ugly, so I might let her pass. Yo, drill, bring the brown paper bag. Then I hit. Then I showed her to the door. She is a freak of the week. I'ma expose her on my show. First I beat. In my sheet. Turn her over, grab her head, and then I skeet. I got pictures in my phone and I let everybody see. So all my niggas know that she is everybody free. Now everybody listen like damn. This nigga RJ Lamont be going ham. When you see me in the club, I go ham. When you hit me on my show, I go ham. When I make a video, I go ham. When I put it on these hoes, I go ham. I go ham. I go ham. I go.
Tell him, RJ, what'd you say? You did what to it?
Once I got popping, copyrighted fragment. Got it took right down.
Got it
took off. But
that was what's crazy is that for y'all to even know about that, that's crazy. So I had this homeboy that was rapping, but I was just telling him he was one of the people I don't want to put my music out and it sound like this and I'd be stuck with this sound or just all of this. And I was like, bro, I'm ready to blow up today, bro. Let's do this. So I was like, bro, if you really want to know what you got to do, this is all you gotta do. So I made a random song. I go ham, shot a video. I shot the video myself. Shot the video,
Man.
put it out.
Classic, y'all. He all in the middle of the street like this. He all in the middle of the street. He hype. He and his homeboys in the car. They looking at him like
in rare form.
That was like before RJ. I'm talking about that was beginning stages. Like I had to message you on that because I already know.
That's a classic. Anybody, all my real friends, they bring it up all the time. That's why I got to delete it. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get this deleted.
Oh yeah, all right, no, you like, man, I'm doing this type of shit. Nah, hold on, I can't. This ain't me right here. I got to get this. This was just to prove a point song. You know what I'm saying?
But it was the makings. It was the beginnings of what you.
That's how you do it.
Set you up.
Byron, when I dropped that song, what's his name? Nitty. It's a Nitty beat. He hit me up about it. I'm like, oh my god, this is blowing up too fast.
Oh wow,
crazy.
That's ill.
That's dope.
That's ill as hell. And what happened from that? Like you just was like, oh, okay, or
well, to be honest,
did you
bro,
try to...
all my friends kind of scared me away from it. It was like, bro, you gonna like you gonna mess your life up if you put this song. So I just had to shut it down. But it's like, damn, I should have rode that wave.
Yeah. Nah, as far as growing up in Detroit, man, do you got any like favorite memories of any like local shows you did around the city or did anything, a memory that just sticks out to you in your head?
A local show.
I would say everywhere, but that's too many options. So I just
I was about to say it would be better if you to say everywhere because like I just did Lyrical Lemonade, like that was, and I just did Rolling Loud New York. That was sweet.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Touch on that then, since we talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh, local! I liked it at Roots Festival. That Roots Festival was crazy.
Roots Festival was cool.
Hey, shout out to Roots Festival.
Yes. I
Motor
thought
City
it was
Roots
dope.
Festival. We was in the building, the pod. You know what I'm saying? We actually seen him that day, touched bases with him that day, and a whole lot of people. That shit was fun.
And I think they had a good turnout. It was a nice crowd too.
Yeah, for it to be the first annual one, it's like, okay, yeah, this is decent.
Yeah,
it was decent.
I don't really like doing local shows though. I like the out of town stuff a little bit more.
All the different energy. Yeah. So it's like when you did your first out of town show, do you remember what that felt like? How the energy was of the crowd? What did it seem like it was a culture shock, or did you feel like it was like y'all was received well?
Like here, everybody want to treat you like you on the same level as them. So no matter how big you get, they like, bro, I knew you growing up. So you they don't really like they're not really fans here. They more so just like supporters in a sense. When you go out of town, you got real fans. Like people are really just a fan. Like
that's a good point though.
No, that's dope.
That's
that makes sense.
Because it's like people out of town, if they saying, hey, like, damn, these
right.
niggas don't know me from shit, but my music. So
bro, look at this. But then like just to touch on that a little bit more, it's just like, yeah, that's crazy that nobody want to be fans here. So that kind of like that's what really ruined it for real.
But I think it's a big part of when you get into that whole culture. That's dope.
Like you get fans like that when you go. Like you get real fans. People like just fans of your music. Here more so people kind of just like be hating.
But you know what it is? We talk about this a lot. Where people they're not looking at even in support in the sense of like you're saying being a fan too, because sometimes some people look at there's dick sucking. Like, no, if you appreciate what somebody do, like, this is what they putting out into the world. It's okay to not be so tough all the time and actually enjoy somebody else's art and what they have to put out to the world. It don't mean that it's dick sucking. It just mean it's, all right, you enjoy what somebody put in the world. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But we run into that a lot where we just see people who just, they want to be too cool to where they can't be a fan or actually enjoy something and have a good time.
Yeah, so instead of, like, chasing, like, being the best producer in Detroit or best DJ in Detroit, I'ma just travel and go hang out with my fans.
Yeah,
they're spending money. Everyone is just like that's like have an opinion on you. They ain't spending no money. Yeah, like they're not like anyone that got like anybody that ever had an opinion on like anything I did musically. The first question I used to ask them is, "Did you listen to my last CD? And what's your favorite song?" And they probably can't even say it.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
They talk all this shit, but it's like, damn, have you even listened to the shit? You just, but no, I get that. But I'm a jump back a little bit. But while you was coming up, I know Dame Dot was kind of helping you get your sound right. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Detroit sound, I should say, and was I'm trying to think because I know it's 3 artists, but I want to know which one was the first one. I know it was Dex, Dej, and it was another artist. Oba, right. Mm-hmm. Which one of those was the first to hit? Because I know those 3 was major, but which one came first?
I mean, I know it was Oba. I need to talk to Oba too. So, Oba, you watching this, you need to hit me up. But yeah, Oba. I had met Oba and he was I ain't gonna say what he was doing, but he no, it was positive, but it's just something you want to bring up. He we used to work at the same job. So he was working at the job, and then before like we would get started working, I would just play beats for him, and then that's how we did Lifestyle. And Young Nigga came up, all them songs.
Nice,
I just gave him the beats. It just kind of blew up. It just blew up. You know those were. Cause the type of rapper he was like a backpack. They used to call it backpack rap.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So backpack rappers don't get a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
So he kept his backpack flow and just put it on Detroit beats, and he got attention. So that's how like that kind of worked out. But Lifestyle was the first ever like Detroit song, like a song with all the doo 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 that you hear.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the first ever Detroit songs to ever be played on radio. Like you wouldn't hearing Detroit music on radio unless it was like, let's say, you wasn't hearing no Detroit music on radio.
Like, yeah, it took a while for like, and it's barely on there now, but you will hear it more so than you did 10, 12 years ago. 10, 12 years ago, you couldn't pay nobody to play no Detroit music. Like,
I mean, as far as like the new school area, that was the first one. So when that hit radio, it was up. It was just on. It was on from there. Like, and then at that point, anybody could do music.
Man.
Not saying like, cause he was a good artist, but I'm saying like nobody, like the radio wasn't giving Detroit artists exposure. Only way they was giving artists exposure is if he was dick sucking them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, but literally like dick sucking them. Like you got to show up to the DJ club, buy him a drink, all this. It's like, bro, you don't get on with that. That's what's crazy, cause I think that's what killed the DJ. Like that's why the DJ don't even matter no more. Based off that, like.
Well, and then too, it's like you get situations where with radio, DJs get stripped of power of picking in, and you have to do playlists. But then the DJs that were in power wasn't necessarily trying to empower the artists in the area and give them the opportunities they need. So it's kind of like 2 sides of the coin. It's like in situations where people had the power to actually help people, it's like how many were actually utilizing that to do so. You know what I mean? It's an interesting game.
Well, I've never been on radio, and you can name how many artists I popped off.
Absolutely.
You can't name. We could put this on the floor right now.
He said, "Put it on the floor."
You can't name one person in Michigan that ever, whether it's a DJ, producer, anybody that be like selling that can help artists. Can you name one artist that ain't came out in the past 5 years that they actually helped?
And some of them charge for meetings and all kinds of stuff.
But what artists have they actually helped? What artists actually got on from going through one of those? You can't name one. And if you can't name one, I can name 4 that I help right now. That's a fact.
No, for sure.
Nothing but all facts over here.
all that stuff that we talking
RJ Lamont for president.
Right. 2024.
For real.
Nah. Can you explain to the people what was whipped up in the barbershop back in the day that made all the people that you met and connected with and helped start your music? I know it was in a barbershop, correct?
Yeah.
Was it was the east side, right?
It was on Nottingham, next to the Coney Island.
Okay. Can you explain to the people about how that concocted you into, moving on and producing full time with your music? If you wasn't full time already,
It's just where everybody was at. Like we were all, cause it was his name. Mont used to own the barbershop. He was the barber, and he managed a couple artists. I don't even know exactly who he managed, but I know we all was there, from me, Peasy, Sandy, Buddy Montana. Buddy Montana, I know, was his artist though. That was his main artist. That's how I even went to the barbershop, because I met Buddy through this girl, I want to say, and he was already popping. Like, he was the person in our neighborhood that was like, the person in your neighborhood that's the rapper. Yeah. He was him, and then I gave him some beats, and we did this one song. It popped off. When that song popped off, I started just hanging out at the barbershop, and we would just record all day, every day. After the barbershop closed, we would just record all night.
Just cooking up hits all night.
That's how that little chemistry that you see, like a lot of rappers now, they'd be like 3-4 people on a song.
Yeah.
Because we was always doing that, and that's where that really came from.
You was recording with Team Eastside before they was Team Eastside. You know what I'm saying? You damn near.
We used to record at KO crib too.
No Sleep. Yeah. I have heard that name before, for sure.
He shoot the videos, No Sleep. He shoot all the videos. But yeah, we used to record at his crib too, and then I had studio equipment too, so it really started popping off when I got my crib.
Cause then it's like, let's go. You in there doing 10 beats a day for what, 3 summers?
Low key, it was I remember one year I had like almost 1,000 songs out that year.
I could believe it. That's crazy.
I think it's like 2015 or 2000.
That's crazy.
2014, 15 or 16. One of the years I had 1,000 songs out.
That's wild.
Like, oh my God, I can't believe this.
Like out on wax, out
like
just all the beats
like
just circulating.
You can YouTube all these songs. I remember one year, like, cause that's where like majority of like my streaming money that I get now even come from, because like it's so many songs that even if I was getting like $1 a song per month, I'm getting thousands just off that. Like,
yeah.
Because it was so many songs. It was more quantity over quality, because some of the songs wasn't that good, but I know it was 1,000 songs for sure. Because I remember looking at my thing and I got like 1,400 songs on my BMI.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay, can't nobody question the work ethic going crazy.
Now, I know your first taste of the mainstream industry, was it with YBN The Mirror? Was that the first, like, for somebody to reach out to you?
Chief Keef reached out too.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's dope.
Gucci, Boosie. But no. I will credit YBN. I got my first big check from YBN.
Okay.
That situation was kind of crazy, because like they left me. Basically, they had like this big dumbass. I sent them some beats. He did like 2 songs. He was like, "Hey fool, you ready to come out to LA for the album?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" They fly me out the next week, and then when they fly me out, we work on music. The first 2 days, we did like 3 songs, and then after that, they leave for 3 weeks. I don't know where they went. They left for 3 weeks.
So you just in LA for 3 weeks by yourself?
In a mansion though. They just left me the crib.
Then they like, look, work. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what it just work. Just make some shit. We be back.
Oh no, I was partying.
No, hell yeah.
I was saying, look,
that was going on too. Hell yeah.
Partying. Then they came back and was like, well, we ready to work now, so we about to reschedule your flight for another week. So I was out there for like a month. And then they used 2 songs on his CD. Man. If they paid me for them 2 songs, I ain't never got paid that for no beats.
Man, they must have told the label, like, look, we had him at the house for 3 goddamn weeks. We break the bag off of him. All right. They must have said something, but shit.
But you know that CD about to go gold or platinum.
Man, that's crazy.
Something crazy, because he the most popular one out of all of them that went solo, and they all did some shit. So, and he that nigga. I fuck with YBN The Mirror for sure.
Yeah, I met a lot of people through him too. He good people. I met a lot of good people through him.
Yeah.
Shout out YBN. Yes.
Nah, and then I know you went on tour with 2 Chainz some years back. Now, was that your first main tour? I mean, I know you toured before.
That's how I met every plug that I got that like I didn't meet through my cousin. That's where I met them on that tour. Like,
that's dope.
That one tour was like, but with that, I'm telling you, like with that one tour, everybody that's in Detroit that's like saying that they could do something for artists without no relationships. It's like on that one tour, I met more relationships. I met enough relationships to last me my whole life.
That's crazy. That's dope.
Like, that's ill as fuck.
Cause that's how I met Live Mixtapes. Remember at the Live Mixtape Plug? Okay. I met them when I was on the tour. 2 Chainz and his label. I met his whole label. But you gotta think, this one 2 Chainz was at his hottest. This is the Boats tour. Yeah. When he had No Loud.
This is like 2012, 13 around there or something like that.
But the crazy story about the story is I was in college, and it was like around the time for like, what's it, midterms? Midterms is in December, ain't it?
Something like that, yeah.
I know it was finals for the first semester. And I had a talk with somebody. I was like, man, I could take this final, or I could go on tour 2 Chainz. I was like, bro,
life decisions.
They said, bro, you can go to school anytime.
Right.
Facts.
Come
I would have
back.
told your ass that shit too.
Right, take that.
But when I went on the tour, that's what it was. Like, that's how I even learned how to DJ, because I was under 2 Chainz DJ E-Sud, just watching him. But back then, that's when I was really kind of starting to DJ, and like, so when I seen that, once I went on tour with 2 Chainz, I met his DJ and was kicking it with his DJ, and I went to one of his shows, and his DJ had a Hellcat, and I'm just like, damn, you got this off DJing? He was like, yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm about to do what you doing.
Yeah, this is the perfect example right here. I'm going this way.
I'm going this way. And after that, because before that, I didn't even know you could like make like a lot of cheese DJing. Mm-hmm. Once I seen that shit, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to do exactly what you're doing. I came straight home,
And
started
then
hosting
you
mixtapes.
still, I seen somewhere you put, since you've been DJing, it kind of balances your career out, because you will make 50 beats one week, and you could chill for a week or two. Then you could get the DJ on for another 1 or 2 weeks. It's like it kind of balances itself out. You know what I'm saying? And,
to an extent, I feel like I should focus. I be trying to focus more on one than the other. The producing is that's like the main thing. Like, people want to hear the music, but when you make the music, how are they going to hear the music? So that's when I started DJing. When I started DJing because people wasn't buying my beats, and I needed a way for people to buy my beats. Yeah. So when I started DJing, I was like, shit, I ain't playing your shit if it ain't my beat, basically. And that's how I started DJing. But right now, like, it's, I don't know. I want to say it's just the RJ show, like
hey,
it's not like I'm a DJ, and it's not like I'm a producer. Because when I do shows, I mean, I'm DJing, but I'm just playing my songs.
Right, but I mean, you're your own DJ. That's it. It's the RJ show.
Yeah.
Like, cause you got enough music to do
that.
Shows for days. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, go up there, you can DJ nothing but your shit for 4 hours and be like, all right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I got the DJ shit and I got right. But it's like it works. You know what I'm saying? The 2-for-1 type shit.
And it's basically pushing you as a whole brand though. So I mean, to be honest, that's dope. And and anybody that's listening that do produce and DJ, it's like that's something that a legend is saying, like, use your talents to push your brand. Like, I rock with it.
Yeah. I used to pass out mixtapes. I take it back that far. I used to pass out mixtapes.
Hell yeah, for sure. Hey, I think everybody that did music at one point in time was on the streets, gas. Hey, just look, $2, just listen to the shit.
I can
like, just listen to it.
I can only laugh because I did that. And it's a precious moment.
It's a grind.
It's a precious moment.
That's how you learn to talk to people, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, that's true too.
You get to just sparking a random conversations. We used to use it to get girls.
Yeah, fact.
That's how we was just start. That was like our icebreaker.
Like, come on, you know you want to listen to my song. Go put my shit in your car real quick. Like,
who
is it? All in it.
I would put all the Detroit music that I would get on these CDs. So and back then, like, Detroit music wasn't just out, so this was the only way you could kind of get it. And then like all the other,
yeah.
And then that's how we really popped it off. Then I put it on. I put like the top 10 songs on the radio on there with it.
Okay.
I got a question, so I'm gonna switch the energy up a little bit. I want to know if you got a top memory, because I know growing up in Detroit it's always interesting, but I want to know your favorite childhood memory in Detroit.
Dang.
He said, I got to search. I had to think on that one.
I don't know. I know my favorite memory of my child. She just lost her first tooth. That was exciting for me.
These are the milestones.
Yeah, but as far as my own memories, like, I didn't really get turned till after I was like 18. Before that, I was kind of just playing video games.
Because I know you
said you was outside for real when you turned 18.
Right. Because you didn't start smoking until you was about 22. 23, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm mad you know that.
Rest in peace, Pay Will, too. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, rest in peace, Pay Will.
Because he the one that got you, you know what I'm saying, on the smoking backwoods, I should say.
Bro, I remember when I met him, they got me so high. But it was like, you know them rooms you go in, everybody is just smoking weed and just passing them. But you waiting on whoever supposed to be there to talk to. When the person that I was supposed to talk to finally walked up to me, all I heard was, wah, 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 wah.
So it took you way too long. You done left me in
Right,
here.
like I done got fried fucking around waiting, trying to see what's going on. Now I know when you start to gain momentum with your beats, you actually had your original tag you had was a young lady on there, and once you popped, she hit you up like, "Hey, I need a check." You know what I'm saying?
For sure, Morgan. Her name is Morgan.
Hey, Morgan, I get it, Morgan. All right, you could have came nicer. All right, but when that happened, I think you didn't want to give her no bag or nothing. So you switched it up totally. You went and got a whole nother girl to do it.
Yeah, I just bought some drops. Bought some drops and had the drop lady just say it because I owned them exclusively. But no, the story's even crazier because when we was recording the drops, some dude, the engineer, was flirting with Morgan the whole time, and like she was flirting back, and I'm just like, what are you doing right now? And she's just like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, just say, "Ooh, RJ," so we could leave. So she said it, and then we recorded it and we left, and then I remember. Yeah, so that's why I was like, bro, why are you hitting me up about this? Like, you
she heard your shit 100 times. She like, hey,
yeah, my voice is everywhere. I need.
She cool though.
I need the boy.
She's still cool. She
cool for sure. Shout out Morgan. You know what I'm saying? The original tag. You know what I'm saying? But you wanted the bag.
But the person that did it after that was Amanda Sky. You know, she did all the drops.
Oh, okay.
From
okay.
Oh,
Nice, dope. And I know you did get Calico on your current one, like the most popular one, I would say, is the one with Calico, and that wasn't even on purpose. That was like an accident, but you end up fucking with it. You like, oh shit.
Yeah, right. He did a song and he said it, and the person he did a song with, he did a song. He did a second verse. Somebody else did a first verse. When they left the studio, the engineer put his verse on. He did a first verse and a fourth verse. So the song wasn't even like that good. So when I heard the song, I was like, bro, just send me the video.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was crazy. The engineer put his own verse on there.
I ain't never heard that shit.
I ain't never heard that either. I'm like, bro, why would you put your verse on it?
I ain't never heard that. That's ill.
That's hilarious.
That's fucking ill. Jeez. When you started making beats with Tone, who was the other artist you worked with? Because you wanted to work with Tone, but he like, all right, work with him first. Who was that other artist?
Young Drill.
Young Drill. Okay. Now, what did you work on with him? Did you work on like a whole thing, a few songs? Like how?
Oh, no, we was popping.
That was going crazy.
We was popping. We was on fire.
Nice.
Yeah. One of the songs called "Oh My God." The other one's called "Do the Fool." I know you probably heard that new Sada song where he say like "Do the Fool," RJ Lamont. But that's how I know Sada, because Sada used to like the song. But we had a song called "Do the Fool" in the club. But yeah, that song we was popping.
Mm-hmm.
He just, I'm still cool with him.
So he was, well, he cool.
There ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah, I still talk to him all the time.
Man,
I just couldn't wait around.
No, for sure. Like I totally understand it. But everybody can go.
That's why I built my career the way I built it. Like I didn't want it built around like an artist, because if that artist stopped doing music, what you gonna do?
Yeah, it anchors you, and you got to open yourself up to other avenues.
Facts. Yep.
Yeah,
that's true. Now, what was your relationship like with Dex Osama? You know, rest in peace, Dex. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he went to my high school.
Oh yeah, he went to Finney too. Yeah.
No, he didn't go to Finney.
He didn't go to Finney?
No, I went to well, my cousin, when I was like 14, my cousin got signed. So when you was saying like the hood that made you, like if any of my friends watching this, they gonna know I always say I'm from Novi. Like anybody that know me, like I'm from Novi, because I went to high school in Novi. But
I was gonna bring that up too, but I was gonna stick to the east side. I seen that too. Yeah. I seen you went to a Novi high school, but I didn't. I mean, everybody be in the hood and went to Oak Park, and they live on 6 Mile and South. You know what I'm saying? So I got that part, but I just stuck with the Finney. But I'll let you carry on.
Yeah. So I went to Novi. So when I went to Novi, I think he went to like Wale Western. But I used to like the Ham and all those songs.
Yeah.
You gotta think all the kids in my high school that was younger than me, especially like the black ones. They were like fans of this stuff. Like,
they love that. They ate that shit up, bro.
They ate, bro. So when they got a little older, it was like, oh yeah, I remember you said, like, because like basically like when people would like troll me and just say like this is the worst song ever, all the kids from my high school like Dex and my homeboy DJ, they would be commenting like, fuck you, RJ the GOAT. They was them. So I kind of already knew him. And then once he got a little older, DJ came to my crib one day and was like, bro, I don't care what beat you give me, just give me one. I gave him a beat. It was Death on Me. We blew up in 2 weeks. I was like, whoa.
Wow. That's crazy.
Like, whoa.
That sounds like Midas Touch. Just back to
that's ill. First beat, first song is like, damn, no, I gotta.
I gotta credit Chopper Boy Ray Ray too. Ray Ray told Dex to use that beat instead of using the other. They had another beat. Ray Ray told him to use my beat.
Cause he had the song pre-written, correct?
Yeah, he already had the song.
And then it was like, yeah. Okay. That's ill. So what other songs did you work on with Dex? Like,
I did all them songs.
Like his whole little first tape, all them songs.
Yeah, I did everything. Like even if I didn't produce it, I recorded it. I was the engineer.
You was just you was a part of that project just completely.
Yeah, I did all that stuff.
Nice. Okay. I see you out here, Brian. Who is an artist that you work with that you would never expected to work with? I know, man. It's Too Short. It's a lot of people.
Probably Chief Keef. Yeah,
interesting.
Chief Keef.
Really? You ain't never think you was gonna have opportunity to work with him?
Well, I feel like Chief Keef is the reason why everybody does music. Like he like our generation, like Tupac.
No, Charlamagne said he did not affect the generation. Okay.
No, definitely did.
Well, he most definitely did.
Definitely did.
I mean, you had like Soulja Boy, but that's like.
He came from a different cloth. He was at one cloth and then he transitioned to another one. Chief Keef came out the same.
What I'm saying is Chief Keef was on house arrest and shot a regular video in his crib with his friends.
No shirts on, jumping around.
And it blew up. It was like,
like how did you do this?
Like you don't need a record label to blow up. Mm-hmm. So he was like the first person to like. Yeah, everybody wants to be Chief Keef. If anybody that do music right now say they wasn't like Chief Keef and isn't like the GOAT, then I don't know nobody that would even say that.
I don't either, honestly. I don't think nobody would say that shit. Like he ain't out here dropping tapes every year, but it's like the impact he did have.
I mean, he impacted the whole wave
There's people that came out when he was 18, something like that. But it was people 13 at that time, 15 around that time listening. Now they 21 and shit, 22. They still, like, he got generations of people just behind his back going. He ain't got to do shit.
Right. Literally.
He don't even drop shit. And he good, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like, he just there. He's like, you just let him be in his corner over there, he'd be Gucci, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, as far as you, man, I want to ask you a good question, man. I've been thinking about this question. What type of care package do you send Sada, bro? Like, do you send him, like, a pack of 20 a week, like, as far as him recording? Because, you know, he record like a fucking animal.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he
works.
Man, bro. He works like crazy.
How do you do that with?
Well, with Sada and Skilla the same way. Sada and Skilla, like, over there, listen, if you send them a beat, they're using the beat. I don't know if the song gonna come out or not, but like if you send them beats, don't send them beats that you're gonna send other people because your beats are gonna get used. Like they record so much. I've been recording with Skilla Baby for like a month.
And shout out Skilla.
Yeah, okay.
I looked at my computer. We got 11 sessions and we got 96 songs.
Going crazy.
In 11 sessions.
And that's just Skilla?
That's just Skilla. But Sada record like that too. Sada, when you with Sada, he's going to do at least 9 to 11 songs every time he goes to the studio.
Yeah.
Like, period.
That nigga work like a fucking...
No, it's just crazy because you got to think, when we was making all those songs, what was that, like 4, 5, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
He still do this. I just went to the studio with him and he's still doing 9, 10 songs a day. It's like, bro, I can't even... Bro, I got 4 beats. I got 4 beats. After that, you got to call MIJC after that.
That's crazy.
Quote from him.
That's hilarious.
The Pressing is probably one of my top favorite songs.
That was like our soundtrack for our entire
RJ, bro, I don't
year.
know what the fuck you was on that day. I don't know what blunt you hit, what bitch was around that gave you this motivation. But that motherfucking beat, bro, I played that shit on repeat and the video so many fucking times, bro. Like last summer,
it was our soundtrack for the whole summer for sure.
Run that shit back. Shit, even the other shit's on there. A pimp. What's it? Pimp Dad.
Jose did that one though, but I recorded it.
The whole tape really, but that was my second favorite song. A Pimp Named Drip, but. Like, your ass went ham on that. That was my favorite song. Probably to this day still. You know what I'm saying? Upside of, you know what I'm saying? Besides Block Party. You know what I'm saying?
I was there too.
I know you was there. That's why I said it. Yeah. How was that night too? Like, cause did you...
I wasn't in the video.
That, you didn't do the beat, did you?
No, I was there, but I wasn't in the video. I wasn't in the video because I was arguing with my girlfriend at the time. And she was... I swear. Hello? I need you to text me. That was my 3, 2, 1. So I was arguing with my girlfriend at the time, and she was like, "Oh, y'all probably in this house with all these hoes.
Oh,
There's bitches everywhere. You ain't shit. You ain't never go." Like just all of this type of stuff, and I was like, "You seen it? It's no girls even in the video."
They just in a random Airbnb, running around getting high, everybody chilling.
While I'm there, I'm just they filming the video. I'm outside arguing. I'm outside just arguing.
Missed the whole cameo.
Missed the whole cameo. You know when we knew that was gonna be a hit? They said we knew that was gonna be a hit when we saw Sada walking around the house like this. It was like, oh, it's a hit. We're out of here. We're out of here.
It made me want to watch that damn video before I go to sleep now. Because that shit was classic. Like, niggas just in that bitch touching the ceiling, doing this. Like,
and then too, I mean, let's keep it a bug. It's like, I mean, you see more of it now, but you don't see too many just guys just really just let loose and just have a good time and have fun and all that. No, that video was a whole vibe. The song make you want to just move. Like, it was dope.
It was. That was a classic night. We shot that in Texas. Then we got kicked out the Airbnb the next morning. And I did the stupid. So we did the stupidest thing. I did the stupidest thing ever when we got kicked out. My bad. That's bad etiquette, but so when we got kicked out the next morning, when we got kicked out, I went downstairs and I saw the police. When I saw the police, first thing I did was run, and I ran. I ran and I hid in a closet. And someone opened the closet door and said, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Oh my God, you a fugitive. You was looking like a whole fugitive. Now, what if they would have seen you doing that shit and chased your ass down? They would have been thinking your ass had
They was going to see me anyway. I was in the closet and I was still in the house.
Right, exactly.
I didn't know where to run. I just ran.
He was like, you just went off instinct. This is where I'm at. Come over here.
Man, when you from the city, you be having them type of instincts.
It's that survival mode.
My head be, I be in.
I got this one homeboy. He this big Detroit rapper. He was there too. I ain't gonna say who it was, but he when the police came to the door, he opened the blinds. They was like, "Open up." He was like, "Mm."
He's like,
no, I need that warrant, cause y'all here for what? Like, nah, that.
That's hilarious.
Man, and I know, I know you be taking care of your daughter, man. Is her name Riley, correct?
Yeah.
And and you said she is 4, 5.
She just turned 5.
Just turned 5. How was that being a dad and being able to keep up with your career and the moves that you make? Like, how do you maintain that fatherhood with your daughter?
See, me and my daughter's situation is a little different. We kind of like best friends. Like, I don't really got a lot of friends, so me and my daughter are like best friends. So
yeah,
she already get it, because you got to think, from the time she was born, me and her mom broke up when she was like 6 months. Mm-hmm. So she's just been with me. So not like that. Like, she be with her mom too, but like when she with me though, you got to think like the first couple of years, I ain't gonna lie, like you could ask her, like, Bradley, you remember when we was poor? Like, we used to live in the studio, me and her. She used to sleep in the car seat. So like she grew up just around this stuff. Mm-hmm. So she get it. Like, she get it. She know, like now, like if I'm recording or something, she know, like, if you be quiet and let daddy work, you get whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But I like it because like she's growing up around like some of like her friends. They ain't, probably not now, but in a few years he's gonna be her friend's favorite artist and stuff, and she's just gonna not be. She's gonna be immune to it, so she ain't gonna be like groupied out. So I kind of enjoy her just growing up around it.
And then she'll have a different appreciation to music too, because the fact that you actually
She make music.
it. And see, that's dope.
Nice.
Yeah, she make music already.
Nice.
That's super dope. Already coming up behind you.
Yeah, she know how to she know how to do it. Like she know how to put the headphones on, bring it back, all that. Like she
That's
record
dope.
already, like,
That's dope.
Say it's in her
she
genes.
know how to make beats too. She make beats on her phone. She got GarageBand on her phone and she make beats on her phone.
That's dope.
That's crazy. She can be going crazy in the next 3 years.
Can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? Call this number. It's outside. Yeah. But yeah, no, she do music. She make beats on her phone. She got GarageBand on her phone. So I got this homeboy named Pablo who he produced movie for real. He did Tim Duncan for Sada too.
Okay. Dope.
Oh yeah.
Dope,
Okay.
dope.
So he is only like 18. So he started making beats on his phone. So he showed her how to do it, and she just be doing it like that because I don't be letting her touch my computer. She don't
Okay.
break my
Period.
computer.
Oh,
But
yeah.
She can't touch this.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the bag right there.
You're like, no, I don't know about
But she's
this one.
still 5.
She used to be like, okay, I'm the daddy and you the kid, so I make the beats.
That's
like,
sweet.
no.
That's hilarious.
That's how my daughter is. She's silly, man. Personality on 1,000. I ain't never expect her personality
Them
to be
daddy's girls, okay?
crazy.
We be
she
different.
can be just like me, I swear. When it comes to just like thinking and doing shit, music shit, like, and that's dope. Just hearing your daughter like already on that type of time. Like when she become older, it's gonna be second nature. It's gonna be like no hezzy, just like how you are with it. You know what I'm saying? But
She gonna be even better because she gonna already know what I know plus her own twist.
yeah, facts. That's true as hell.
I got a question for you. Is there an artist that you want to just put it in the universe? Somebody that you would like to work with in the near future? Somebody you would love to just kind of see what they could do with your sound or craft something for them?
Not for real. I done kind of worked with everybody at this point. Now I'm just more so just trying to push forward and I want to change the world. Somehow I want to
That's
figure out
dope.
a way to change the world. But
For sure.
not for real. I ain't like a fan of like no artist at this point.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. You never know. You might mess around and do like some.
I mean, but if you was to ask me, if you was to ask anybody that question, what's like the top 2-3 people you would hear somebody say? I work.
It depends on what generation we
I'm
talking
talking about
to.
even with like any generation.
Because I mean, it's like,
I work with Boosie. I work with Gucci. I work
Yeah.
with Chief Keef.
yeah.
It's like who else? Who else is somebody that
I mean,
you want?
it could be. I mean,
Only
yes,
I would say Jeezy. I ain't work with Jeezy.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Jeezy,
Okay,
yeah,
well,
that's
there's
it,
one. There's
Yeah.
one.
But I ain't like.
You're not pressed to do it.
You're not pressed, but
If it happens, then
Yeah, then it
it's not-
happens.
yeah.
Well, because I'm at a different point where it's like I'm only trying to do something that's gonna change the world. If it ain't gonna change the world, it's like
you're
I'm
trying to
already
do like some Quincy Jones, Teddy Riley, make
Right.
Yeah, it's just,
a huge
because
footprint.
it's always better with new artists anyway. Because like if you work with a step, oh well, no, if you just say it like that, Drake, you can't knock Drake. I forgot
yeah.
about
Drake, right?
Drake.
Okay.
See,
Yeah,
there you go.
Drake on there, Drake. But outside of Drake, appreciate you. Outside of Drake, it's better to work with new artists because when you're working with new artists, like let's say you get a song, let's say I do get a song with Drake, I will make more money breaking a new artist than breaking Drake because Drake is already hot.
Yeah.
Drake album sales already gonna do what they do. So even when it come down to the splits and stuff, it's already people that are gonna take a cut of that anyway. They're gonna break down my cut so small and they're gonna be like, this record is gonna
Breaking
go
artists is where the money at, basically.
because you build a career. You built the whole
Yeah.
career. So that, like, yeah, you built someone's career. Like look at 40 with Drake. Like it's like bro, he did he built the career off of that.
Day one, yeah.
Yeah.
Versus like if you work with somebody that's already established, it's like I mean you just got another Drake song.
For sure.
So I more so like to work with newer artists.
That's smart though. That makes perfect sense.
Okay, and I know you got a nice little bit of tour dates coming up. You know what I'm saying with Baby Tron, and you gonna be moving. You're gonna be having. You just looked not too long ago and looked at the dates, and you didn't even realize it was that many damn dates.
That's only the first leg. It's more dates than that. Like he, well, working with Baby Tron, I think he toured 6 months out the year. So regardless,
Oh, he's working. Yeah.
Yeah.
I toured 6 months out the year dealing with him.
Right.
So that's just a that's that situation. But in between that, that's when I try to like make sure I keep my own CDs coming out, make sure I keep my own stuff going.
Right,
but,
right.
No, Baby Tron on fire. No, Baby Tron is on fire.
No, he got a co-following for real. Like it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy how many people fuck with him and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot.
I was on stage.
I forgot this was still.
This one I went up there.
Still playing. Show live. Well, that's crazy.
They should kick all them people off stage and let me walk up there. But they Baby Tron following is crazy, bro. Like I never seen nothing like this. Like it's like mosh pit crazy.
No, that's dope.
Like it's
that energy
crazy. Like
he's selling out different cities, states. Like crazy shit.
That's why I travel the world. I travel with him. I travel with Baby Tron, and then I usually I meet a lot of plugs, and so it's like you got to use them or you're gonna lose them. So that's how I end up coming across so many situations. Cause he's on fire right now. He was a double XL freshman.
Yeah. I had seen that somewhere.
That's how I met Cole Bennett.
Fans voted him. You know what I'm saying? You said that's how you met Cole.
Mm-hmm. We was at the Walk in Poland video shoot. With Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Trying in the video.
That's dope.
That's ill.
That's dope.
I ain't know that. That's ill as hell, man. But you know, RJ, bro, like I say, we want to give your Detroit flowers, show you your appreciation. You know what I'm saying? You are now stamped with the people of Detroit.
Certified,
Certified. You can come back whenever you want to, bro. You know, but we'll be in touch, bro, because shit, we didn't set up here and establish the bond because we done seen you a few times. You was at the festival, you know what I'm saying? And you actually hit us. And that's what surprised us a little bit because we normally go out and kind of look for the. But you know what I'm saying?
We appreciate
when you did that shit, it was like, oh, no, we gonna show this interview.
Yeah, you ever need us to pull up, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Because we do it all. You know, as you can see, festival the whole nine. You know, we pull up the events, we do it all. So, you know, we just greatly appreciate you coming through, giving us your time, your energy. You know what I'm saying? And I know, you know, you're gonna be busy pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? If not now.
And tell everybody your handle. Yeah,
where they can find you at.
At RJ Lamont. RJLAMONT.
That's Instagram, Facebook.
All of it. Everything.
You can Google him, okay?
Yeah, I was
He's Googleable.
All right. Blue check.
Exactly. Right.
Period.
Right. But yeah, man, we appreciate you stopping through, showing the pod some love.
Thank you.
Everybody out there, thank y'all for rocking with us. We at the homie today, RJ Lamont in the motherfucking building. But y'all already know how we do it. In the meantime, in between time, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Sir LA.
And it's me, your girl, Dahlia.
And we appreciate and thank y'all for rocking with the pod, a.k.a.
the people of Detroit.
Yes,
Salute,
yes.
RJ Lamont.
Y'all already know what it is.
And we out.
All right, that was fun.
And be my little sunshine. Can you be my soul tie? 'Cause your energy so fire. And I just want it all. Can't wait to have it all. 'Cause when we get involved,